Hi, this is a GMAT question from gmatquestions.org. At company Y, the average age of the male employees is 40 years and the average age of the female employees is 30 years. What is the ratio of the number of company Y's male employees to the number of company Y's female employees? Statement 1. The average age of company Y male and female employees combined is 36 years. There are 84 female employees at company Y, and that is statement number 2. This is a weighted average question. You have to be able to recognize that it is 1. And that is really the key to solving this type of question fast. And the whole GMAT is about recognizing what you have at hand. What kind of concept, what kind of property, what kind of topic you're dealing with. And if you look at it closely, we have a group of males, we have a group of females. You're given the average age of each, and perhaps the number of employees in one of the groups. And the challenge is now is to use that information to find the ratio of the male to female, and sometimes you're asked to find the combined average, which is a weighted average. So really it's a weighted average because we have two groups and we don't know necessarily how many people are is in each group. Even if you do know them, the groups are separate and we have to take into account the number of people in each group, the number of items in each group, the number of whatever in each group. When you're given an average or even a percentage and you have to deal with the number of entities in groups, you know that you have a weighted average question. In a regular average, arithmetic average, you don't have that problem. Okay? So remember that. Here, even though we are talking about arithmetic mean, that's within one group. Okay? But when you're taking the two groups together to get the combined average, that becomes a weighted average. It's no longer an arithmetic average, but a weighted average when we consider the two groups, all the employees. So remember that. And that is important for me to point that out to you. Okay, let's go to work here. So first, let's write down what we are looking for, at least the formula for the weighted average. So basically, I'm gonna say that weighted average AE is the average for everybody, of all the employees. This is M is the number of male employees. AM is the arithmetic average, the age, I would say, of the male employees. F, we have AF and divided by M plus F. M and F here, M obviously is the number of male employees, but in weighted average terms, its M is considered to be a weight. M is a weight, F is a weight, they are weights, and M and AF are the averages, the arithmetic averages, and AE is a weighted average. Okay, know that. I don't have really time and to write all of this, but know that AE is a weighted average, or if you want the combined average. M is the number of male employees, it's a weight. AM is an average. AF is an average. M plus F, again, the sum of the weights. And that is how you deal with weighted average questions. Okay? Great. If not, open a book and see the formula for a weighted average. That's how it's written. Now, let's attack number 1. Number 1, we are told that the average age of company Y male and female employees combined is 36. That is AE. AE is equal to 36. Okay? And this is equal to M, which you don't know. Actually, what I can do here is to go a little bit faster. I can write the AM here, which is 40. So 40M plus AF is 30 here, 30. So 30F over M plus F. So we have this equation. For those of you who are familiar with this type of equation, you can tell we're going to be we're going to be able to isolate the ratio m over f. So if you're good at that, you can stop here and realize that number one gonna be enough. For those who are not convinced, let me show you how we can isolate m over f. So what you do is to do a cross multiplication here. 36 m plus f is equal to 40 m plus 30f. Now let's expand this to 36 m plus 36f, and this gives you 40 m plus 30f. The next thing is to isolate m on one side and isolate f on the other side. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is move the 36m to the other side and the 30f to the left side. So I deal only with positive numbers. If I do that, you're going to see that we have 36f minus 30f is equal to 40m minus 36m. And here you can see that this is 6f is equal to 4m. And clearly this means that m over f is equal to 6 over 4, which is equal to 3/2. Okay? And because what we're looking for is the ratio of the number of male employees to the number of female employees, m over f. As you can see, we can do it, but we don't have to do this. If you are good at anticipating what is going to happen in this type of equation, you could have stopped from the outset. But I have shown you how to do this. Maybe next time you won't have to do it. Okay? So it looks like that number one is sufficient. How about number two? Number two, we are told that there are 84 female employees. Using the notation we have here, we have f equal 84. Okay? So we're going to continue on. Actually, what we're going to do is to say that before we go to the right side, we can say right here that AE going to be equal to, we don't know AE here, going to be equal to, okay, do we have M? We don't have M, but we do have, it's still the 40, you know, the 40 years, so we have 40 M plus, now we do have the number of female employees, which is 84 times 30, and all of this divided by M plus 84. Okay, trying to squeeze this here. I hope you can see it. So to rewrite this, we have 40m plus 84 times 30 divided by m plus 84. Okay, so look at the question is, can we isolate the ratio m over f, or m over 84? We're gonna have a problem. The problem is we don't know AE. You know, AE, A subscript E, not known. Compare this with what we did, you know, in number one. Number one, we had 36. So we did this manipulation in order to find m over f. Here, it's going to be impossible. It's going to be impossible to find m over f in terms of something that is known. We can possibly isolate m over 84, but we will not know a real value for it because we do not know AE. We do not know A subscript E. And I hope you can see that. You can try it. You're going to see that you're going to be stuck at one time. There is no way to find the ratio m over f, m over 84. Okay? And for that very reason, we can say that number two is not sufficient. Okay? Number one is sufficient. Number two is not sufficient. In data sufficiency terms, it means that the correct answer is A. So let's write that down. A is the correct answer. I hope you did appreciate this question about weighted average. The key here is to recognize the question as a weighted average question. That is really the key to doing this question fast. Another thing to remember is how you can manipulate the weighted average formula that you should know, by the way. You should be familiar with this, how to manipulate it to find what you want, if you can find it, obviously. Okay? Thank you for watching. This is a GMAT question from gmatquestions.org.